So what I find is that, frankly, my mind doesn't bother me very much. I don't feel very bothered by it, especially since I started seeing you and you said, just don't worry about it. Don't, it doesn't matter. I find that my mind, it doesn't bother me very much. Everything's still there. It's all just going crazy. But yet I still feel what I would call a certain steadiness within the midst of that mind. So I'm wanting to clarify this issue about the ahankara, because in spite of not being bothered by my mind very much, my wife is the one where I get bothered the most in relationship. But in spite of that, not being bothered by my mind, that sense of the ahankara as the experiencer of not being bothered by the mind is still there. And so should I just not say, okay, let the ahankara be there, it doesn't matter, or what's the way to deal with that? Mind doesn't bother me, but definitely there's still the I sense that says that.
So it is also another, even the ahankara is a kind of emotion. Just like other emotion, the feeling and the consciousness is also another emotion. So we have to treat it as an emotion, just like the passing emotion.
Okay.
But here, related to the external world, we may have, for example, when you have some problem with your wife or any circumstances, you may take a stand. Your stand may disturb the other people.
Yeah.
But that does not matter, that you should not have any stand. So it is related to the external situation.
I understand.
For the external situation, one has to decide whether your stand is good or not. So that is related to the external situation. But in the psychological world is concerned, whether emotion is coming or eye consciousness is coming, there is no problem about anything.
No problem.
Whatever comes, it is just a happening. For example, when you are in a dream, you are having many friends in the dream. You are having many good situation or bad situation in the dream. And your eye consciousness is also there. You cannot claim the eye consciousness alone is important. No other situation is not. Everything is it is only the dream. Your eye consciousness itself is a dream. Your friends are the dream. The situation or dream. Everything is a dream. So in this way, whatever comes in the psychological world is just like a dream, just like an emotion. So just like a natural happening. We should not give any weight to anything, whether higher weight or lower weight. Everything is equal.
Okay.
Nothing is special, nothing is ugly, nothing is good. Everything is one. Everything is natural.
Even the thought that comes and recognize this is a dream is part of the dream, basically.
So when you are in the dream, you cannot recognize it is a dream. So whenever you are able, but then whenever you can recognize, then you are come away from the dream. It cannot be considered as a dream. So whenever you are in the dream, you cannot recognize it is a dream. If you are able to recognize it, then you are not in the dream. You have come away from the dream to a certain extent.
Isn't that the awakening, in a way, in a sense, the coming away from this dream, knowing that all this is a dream, it's mentally?
So whenever you recognize your dream, so some awakening state may be there. Without the awakening state, you cannot feel it is a dream. So sometimes you may, for some certain moment, you may come to the awakening state, and once again you go to the dream state. That may also happen. Yeah. But whenever you recognize that it is a dream, so you surely have come away from the dream. Otherwise, you cannot feel like that.
He asked a question. Can you repeat the answer? You explained it. An example, he asked a question about the sense of. There is also a sense of or a sort of emotional feeling of any.
So here, when we have some unconsciously, we may have struggle, and with this time we recognize that we are struggling unconsciously. So when the thing happens like this, The thought happens like this, we come to a conclusion, I have unconsciously done. So
we take up, you also said, you take up an action based on that feeling.
We take some action. The action also, you are not consciously, the very moment you recognize you are unconsciously doing something, you recognize that we are doing false. The very moment of understanding, we are having some shift from one thing to other. Because we wind up
Ensuing the following action, that is also unconscious, you mean to say? That is also unconscious?
So here, whether you are doing it consciously or not, if it is related to the psychological world, we treat it as unconscious. We have to label it as unconscious world. Because psychological world is concerned...
It's purely based on that
psychological. Because the beginning and the end is psychological.
So that the following action also will not bind us. The effect of that following action will not bind us.
But here, if it is purely related to the psychological world. So if it is related to the physical world, then we have to do something.
But some following action will...
related to the physical world. External world is concerned, whether you do it consciously or unconsciously, you have to treat it as a conscious world. Even though you may do something unconsciously, but that also can be considered as a conscious world. But in the psychological world is concerned, even though you do it unconsciously or consciously, even the conscious work can be considered as the unconscious work.
So that the merit of action we can either effect or affect. Our action will have some effect or affect. It can affect us also. Because it is a conscious action.
So whatever you are doing, some consciously doing anything psychologically, for example, you are consciously doing some to stabilize yourself. If you can't, you may have some tension or any problem, you may try to consciously stabilize yourself. You think you are consciously trying to solve yourself. But even though you are doing it consciously, you have to treat it as an unconscious work.
With respect to psychology.
Otherwise you will blame yourself. That against my understanding I am doing some work with me, then you will blame yourself. So when you...
That the following, with respect to that psychological world, I have to take some action in the external world, in the physical world. But that is coming from, the root is from that psychological world, because of my psychological world. I do some action. So I'm based on that.
Do some action in the external world.
The
external world is concerned, you have to do something. So for
that takes...
So here, even though you do in the external work is concerned, you need not arrange yourself. You need not arrange yourself psychologically. So when you are attending to the external work wholeheartedly, the necessary arrangement will happen on its own. You need not arrange yourself. You need not arrange yourself.
That external world needs a merit, but still, I may be thinking very bad, but my external action needs a merit.
Needs a
merit in the sense or beneficial, it should not harm others.
So here you have to think, you have to select a good character work. For that you can do something consciously. But at the same time you need not create some emotion for yourself to deal with the external world.
Point itself, it's still an expression, is that correct?
Expression of the mind. Expression of the...
when we talk about everything being an expression of
so
the standstill point is still in the realm of experience, therefore still an expression?
Expression.
Because it seems like it's closer. At least in terms of, I guess, of what we desire, which is peace. Our obstinacy keeps reducing. The state of our innocent quality keeps raising. So that reduction of obstinacy, that you see as something gradual that happens over time. Maybe not for everyone, but for most people, it seems that way. That's a gradual process, that reduction of the obstinacy.
So here, it is an idea that the obstinacy creates some problem. So, then we understand that the obstinacy alone is the problem. But at the same time, we should not drive any idea that we have to execute the idea. I must keep myself without any obstinacy.
Right.
So the understanding alone is enough. But after that, you may do against your understanding. But whatever happens, whether according to your understanding or not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you can understand obstinacy is that creates the problem, that alone. Whether it expresses itself in some change or not. So whatever you are doing, you need not follow any principle with related to the psychological world. So I must keep myself without any obstinacy.
It's impossible.
So you need not keep the philosophy in one hand and do another thing in the psychological world. So you have to put down all the philosophy itself. You may find out obstinacy creates problem, obstinacy is the problem. Even though you understand like this, afterwards you may put down the understanding itself, that obstinacy is the problem itself. Afterwards, whether you may do it with obstinacy or not, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.